What's good, guys? Welcome back to the channel. For today's video, I'm going to be installing the FitDVR power adapter and the FitDVR F3 Dashcam. This is a brand new product that I'm featuring to you guys right now. This power adapter, pretty much, it's a game changer. This product right here solves the issue of your dashcam, and if you run a radar, like a police scanner on your vehicle. Most vehicles obviously have to run like two wires or like one to the 12-volt outlet. This solves that issue where you have a single adapter that's able to power your dash cam and your radar adapters and whatever else you want to plug into the vehicle. So I'm gonna go ahead and unbox this FitDVR right now and show you guys what it comes with, and then we'll go ahead and install it on my BMW right here. So inside that FitDVR box, again, this is just the power adapter. You have your power adapter right here. It's a pretty small little box, so it will obviously remain like incognito when you install it. But you have a USB-A power right there, and then you have a 12-volt power as well. And then this side is your main power to the vehicle with your 8-pin adapter right there. So that's what's inside the box, and you have your male and female sockets. These install into the auto dimming mirror, and I'll show you guys that inside the vehicle once I go to install it. And then you have this bag right here with several other USB and wired options. Again, you have this one right here for your dash cam. You have a USB-A, USB-C. So this, like I said, guys, this is a multi-versatile tool. Essentially, you could really run this as the single adapter that would connect your dash cam, your radar scanners, and whatever else you run inside your vehicle while you drive. So this is going to solve that issue of having several things hanging from your dash, one single adapter, and you have multiple connection points to use. So let's go ahead and dive into the dash cam itself and see what's inside this box, and let's get on with the install. Once more, we have great packaging. This is your actual F3 dash cam. This is a 4K dash cam, and this is the two-way channel. So you have inside the vehicle, you have an LCD adapter screen, and then you have your forward-facing camera. At the bottom of it, you obviously have your little controls, so your power and all your controls to set up the dash cam. There are 3 of them on top, obviously sticks to the windshield, and then you could make your adjustments from there. On top of it, you have your USB-C and the power adapter that we're going to use with our FitDVR adapter right here. Inside this box, we have the rear cameras. I'm going to open that. So we have this long wire. Again, this is for your rear camera that you obviously have enough length to connect to your vehicle. And obviously for most Americans that drive like Escalades and bigger vehicles, there's more than enough length to get you connected. Right here we have our rear camera. Again, it's pretty small, so that's good. It will obviously stick onto the rear glass and not obstruct your vision at all, but it's pretty good size. So to begin this install, obviously you're inside the vehicle, you have to get this little trim piece off inside the BMW. It's really just held on by clips. Just grab both sides and pull down. Then kind of use the middle section, pull down as well, and then it comes right out. Again, it's held on by clips. Make sure you retain this, and obviously there's the clips I'm talking about, so make sure these are not broken because you'll need this to go back onto the vehicle. Next, you just want to use your little plastic pry tool and get into, there's a little crack or a seam right here where this little trim joins in the center. Just use a little crack to pry open the trim piece right here, and you hear some little clicks. That's it really undoing when you pop it open. And then it should pull to the side. You have each side coming off individually, and that way we have this side coming off, and that's obviously not broken. Again, maintaining your clips is a goal of this as well. Pop this side off, and then both sides of the trim comes out. Now we're beginning to work with our auto dimming wire right here. It is a red looking clip or tab up there. That's the one that we're trying to get to. So the wires are kind of tucked under these little clips. I'll bring this closer to show you. Right, you can see these little clips. Or there's the tabs. Just undo it from there, pop it out, and then it's gonna be this little burgundy or red little tab right here, that one. So let's go ahead and unclip it, and then you're gonna attach your DVR connection to it. So if you use this little plastic tool again, you can just use it, get one of the sharp edges and push it upwards to you, and then it will undo. And that is what we're looking for right here. So now we're gonna grab our adapter wire that came with the FitDVR. Is this right here. And again, it only attaches one way. So I'm gonna go ahead and attach the female socket, which is this little part wrapped in a little Velcro or sponge protector. Attach it to this. And make an audible click. And then you're gonna, this additional part that you have right here, so that's the part that's not OEM, you're gonna attach this part back into that outlet that you took the OEM clip from. And once you push it in there, that should be it. It will be connected. So now you have your connection outlet for the FitDVR adapter to connect to, which is this right here. So you have your 8-prong socket, male and female, and then they attach. It also has a little seam on it, so that seam lines up with each other, and that's how you know it will be connected the right way. So you plug it in there, and then you should have power in your adapter now. Some power. So let me go ahead and try putting this on. The power button is at the bottom of it in the center. So there we go. Now it is on, and we have power to our dash cam. So now we're just gonna go ahead and cycle through the menus up and down. Obviously, English is already highlighted, so select OK. Your time zone, and then go through all that wherever you're from, and then. So to start the connection to the rear, I'm just gonna use my finger, pop the headliner down a little bit. This doesn't require you to pop the headliner out like completely. You just need to get the wire in there to where it will just hold. And again, you can use your little plastic pry tool to get in there. And then just leave a good amount to connect to your wire based on where you want to have it hidden at or hanging at. I'm gonna try to get mine up some more. About right here should be fine. And you just tuck it all the way around. So far, this is how mine looks. So I have enough wire hanging there for the power, and then everything is kind of neatly tucked into the headliner. Split it between this seam right here where the airbag pillar is at. Again, if you have a vehicle like mine, be careful. You have an airbag inside this pillar right here. So don't go ahead poking things in there or like doing something weird. Just get it in the seam, use your fingers, and then run along this little rubber grommet right here for the door trim, and then we'll run it back all the way to the A pillar or B pillar right here. Again, once you get to that next seam right here on your B pillar, just run it through it again. Push it on top of it and kind of hide as best as you can. I recommend not using the trim tool. Just use your finger to tuck it in there. That way you don't damage the wire itself or splice anything. And for me, I can see the wire, but again, that's good enough for me as long as it's out the way where like it won't like hinder me or anything. And then you get back to the other rubber seal in the rear door right here. Come around. Same thing again. You get to this other seam on the rear right here. You have another airbag right here as well. Also tells you with a little sticker. So just be careful. Just use it. Your finger, tuck it into it. All right, now you should have had enough, a good amount of wire left. So this is about the amount I have left. I'm gonna run that to the boot as well, or to the trunk. And then again, it's the same. You're just trying to get the wire hidden under the headliner. So once you get to that back window, tuck it up under the headliner right here. Just so this little part right here, you might need two plastic tools. One to kind of pull the headline down a little bit, and then one to get it tucked in. So once you have it, there we go. Once it gets over that little hump right here, about right here, that's the hardest part right here. So once you use your two little plastic tools, that should be good, and then you just keep routing it through the headliner all the way back. And now we're pretty much, honestly, arrived at our destination, really, as far as the wire goes. There's a good amount left, that's good. But then you can just tuck it inside the rest of the trims as we go along. Okay, so I took this entire trim piece out, this middle section right here. I took this out, ran my wire through from the rear of the vehicle all the way up to the hinges right here on this side, left side, and then back through this trim piece. So that's where I have this, my last connection point now. Just go ahead and connect your wire through it, the dash cam, and again, it has a little groove in it. It only fits one way. So our dash cam is finally installed. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and clean all this up. Again, use that plastic film like I was telling you about. There's two of them inside the box. Make sure you use one of them. Just put it on there. That way, if you want to take the dash cam off, at least it won't be onto your glass or your tint. And then this easily comes off if you should like want to just take it off. It's just an air suction that holds it in place. But now I'm gonna go ahead and clean up my wires. Just tuck this underneath that trim. I might have to take it back off. Hopefully not. Tuck it down there. Probably get it on there without having to remove it, just like that. Tuck it in. And just like that, that's good enough for me. Let's see how this looks inside the vehicle. So now that everything is installed, that's our front view. That's our inside view. I'm obviously blocking the camera there. And then keep clicking it. That's our rear view. That was the most important one. Obviously, the way you adjust the rear one is obviously important because you have to adjust it. And again, the camera can rotate 360 degrees, so make sure you do that. That way you get the best adjustment for the road and vehicles behind you. That's our Kia parked behind us. Obviously, I can see that. And then I made my adjustment based off the width of that and where I'm parked in the garage. And then you can have your three-channel view right here. So now that everything is installed, everything looks great. It's working. I'm gonna go ahead and clean up the front now and get all these wires and everything tucked away. Use my film to get this up on the screen, and then that should be it. That's it, guys. Dash cam is installed. The FitDVR adapter is also installed, and let me go ahead and show you the views of it. So again, that's our 3-channel view, 4K. That's the front view, the interior, and then the rear. Guys, like, this is, again, I mentioned this is a game changer because you have several options to connect your radar, your dash cam, and whatever else you want to run inside the vehicle. So you see, have that output right here for your radar, should you want to run that. And again, that's what these are for. So if you want to go ahead and use your radar adapter, all you'd have to do is just go ahead and plug this into this little outlet right here. Just like that. And now you can just run your radar adapter and stick it right next to your dash cam without having to run several wires hanging down or have to run to your 12 volt inside here. So again, this is a game changer. Again, FitDVR is obviously a subsidiary brand of FitCam X, a brand that I've been a huge fan of and have used several of their products. And honestly, one of the best things about this is for every FitCam product that I've used so far, the quality just keeps getting better and better and better. And what I mean by that is really, even the little film, again, it's, for me, it's a small things. The little film that they send to put it onto the glass so you can stick everything onto it. That to me is just customer service and customers in mind, you know, not to mess up your glass. For me, I have windshield tint on here, so obviously that would mess up my tint if I try to take it off. But again, it just gets better and better. Like the wires, the way the products feel, the fitment of it, everything feels and fits OEM now. So again, for me, that's a big shout out to FitCam for their amazing products and the way they're starting to make everything feel more refined and OEM as possible. But again, this is the drive-in view. You can set this up to however you want. The buttons are on here, so you can click your settings, and then you can cycle through it. And then you could also set like how you want to have the display. So clicking OK. Let me go back. Then you click OK, and you can have it in drive-in mode, which is what you just seen on the screen. Have it always on, or you can have the display like go completely blank if you want to drive at night, or incognito. You don't want your passenger to see it. So again, that's the main options you have for the display. You can set up your volume, your G sensor. Again, guys, there's a lot to set up on here. And then obviously it goes off now because it's hardwired to the vehicle. So honestly, after about 10 minutes, the dash cam will go off. If for some reason you press the unlock on the key fob, the camera will go on. Or if you press any buttons on your key fob, if your vehicle somehow gets hit on the roadside, it will go on because the vehicle will be awake, the power will be on. So for the most part, it won't obviously record while like continuously, because then that will drain the battery. But the minute you press any button or anything on the key fob, the vehicle gets the alarm goes off, anything, the camera will be running. That way you can capture the biggest moments that you obviously want to capture on your camera. So again, guys, I do recommend this dash cam. It's been great, and honestly, it might have been my favorite product from FitCam so far, or from the Fit brand. So we'll see how this goes. And I'll leave a link in the description for this as well. A link in the description for this product, both the FitDVR adapter and the 4K F3 dash cam. If you want to grab yourself one of these amazing products, I'll leave obviously a link for you to get it, and with a discount code as well. That way you guys get some percentage off. Again, that's one of the biggest things that I look forward to, is ensuring that you have the best products as well, but also having a good pricing on it as well. So that's how mine turned out. And again, let me show you the rear of it. That's how mine looks. Again, as seamless as possible. The wires, I may go ahead and tuck the wires a little bit more, just smooth this little thing on here, and then tuck a little bit more. But that's how everything looks. Again, I ran it through the inside. You can't see the wires at all. Everything's all inside the seam. So again, that's just however you want to install it. But again, great product. I love it. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.